Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Today it is May 20, 2020. Pacific time. It is 11, no, 12, 13, 12, 13 p.m. And today we will continue to explain the treatment rules of Heshoutang natural health system. And as yesterday we explained, and in fact, the Heshoutang natural health system, and it is the simplest health system in the world, and it doesn't depend on the disease names of thousands of disease names. It doesn't depend on that, and all the clients, all the people's health issues, and we will check according to their body symptoms, which are listed in our questionnaire, about 4 pages. And with this with these symptoms, which are listed in our questionnaires, and we will classify as the diagnosis concepts, which are very limited, more limited. It is just about 6 or 7 kind of diagnosis concepts. In fact, the diagnosis concepts cover all the problems what people will have. And then with the diagnosis concept, and we will connect with the treatment rules. From the treatment rules, we connect with the dietary supplements. This is total Heshoutang natural health system working. Sure. Finally, you can also just connect the symptoms with the formulas, with the products. That is more simple. That is more. But anyway, Heshoutang natural health system is for common people, to work and to help their own people in the house. And today we continue with the treatment rules. And yesterday and the last 2 times explanation, we have done inner low, we have done inner diseases, we have done blood stock and blood blockage, and we have done the phlegm. We have done the heart deafness toxin, and today we will finish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, remember the last 2, like close, open it, and open, close it. And this is new information, which are not listed in our book. But anyway, if you can stand all of others, and these 2 treatment rules, it also can easily to understand. So fire excessive, we coming down it. Let's go to that page. In the blood stock, and hot toxin we have explained. And so today we will explain excessive fire toxin, coming down it. Excessive fire toxin. In fact, as we understand, like if the water energy low, if the water energy low, and the fire toxin may be high, may be high. And in fact, for this kind of explanation, it is for regularly, what is called regularly, like what in the low, fire toxin high, fire toxin high, and it is regular code. But special code is when the fire toxin is very high. It's very high. It's very high, and we call that excessive fire toxin. We call it is excessive. We call it is excessive, and this kind of excessive fire, this is excessive fire toxin. Generally, it generally it can generate the internal wind. Internal wind. We explained this before. Generally, it can generally it can uh, generally it can generate the internal wind. When internal wind, your body is shaking. Your body is shaking. You will have vertigo. Uh, you will have the symptoms like epilepsy, something like this, cramps, even something like this. So, so in fact, in the degree, excessive fire toxin, it is, fire toxin is very high, is very high. And when your fire toxin is very high, and and possibly in your body will generate internal wind. In fact, if your body is too much hot toxin in some organs, but other organs the temperature is not that high, and it will happen the difference, temperature difference, temperature differences. With temperature differences, and it can generate wind. It is like the nature, the world. In fact, how the wind happen in the nature? How the wind happen? It is because the temperature difference, the air temperature difference. If the air temperature difference, okay, the the wind will generate, and from the high temperature area blowing to the lower. But anyway, the wind will happen from the temperature differences. If in your body, if your fire toxin, if your fire toxin is very excessive, and internal wind will happen. When internal wind is happening, there are two kind of symptoms, not two kind of symptoms. There is some symptoms that show that it's like shaking body, right? Shaking, shaking body. Shaking body, like generally, uh, it is like the Parkinson people will have a shaking body, Parkinson, right? We have. And also, before we explained, some people will shake. Some people, the body shaking is very serious. Shaking body is very serious, and you can see very well. But some people, they're not so serious. It's slight. How to tell? It is, you can ask the people to pull out his hand, something like this, right? Generally for normal people, it have very little shaking, very little shaking, very little. You even cannot see it. But for the people who have the shaking problems, who have the internal wind problems from the excessive fire toxin, uh, and even though the wind is not so serious, but if they pull out the hand is something like this. They cannot, they can hold, the hand. But when it's falling down, you cannot see it. When doing this, it will happen, something like this. So from this kind of uh, from this kind of way, we can check if the people have internal wind or not. The shaking body, and also the vertigo also. Vertigo also shows the people have the internal wind in the body. And what is vertigo? We explained this before also. Vertigo is one kind of dizziness, but this kind of dizziness is you not move, right? You can feel all of the things around you is turning around, turning around, turning around. Yeah, and then you can fall down. You can fall down. So this is called vertigo. Vertigo is not vertigo. Okay, vertigo is one kind of skin problems. Vertigo is one kind of skin problems. That is the disease. But vertigo is a symptom. It's a symptom. It's a symptom. The symptom is showing like it's one kind of dizziness, and you do not move, but you feel all of everything around you is turning around, and this kind of vertigo is showing like internal wind, internal wind happening, and this kind of internal wind is from excessive fire toxin. Is from excessive fire toxin. Another kind of and and the shaking body, another kind of showing is like what the face, the face shaking. Okay, from time to time, the people's face like like shaking. It's not uh, it's not normal. It's not normal. So that's also showing the wind and also the tongue. The tongue. The tongue, before we do not explain this, the tongue, if the people have the internal wind happen, if the people have the internal wind happen, when you ask your people, tongue, okay, tongue, the tongue, the tongue. When you ask the people to pull out of their tongue are shaking, their tongue shaking also. So the tongue shaking also shows the internal wind happen. They cannot hold the tongue. The tongue is something like nothing also. So um, body and the face and the tongue shaking. You can tell the people have the internal wind problems. This kind of internal wind problem is from the fat toxin excessive. Fat toxin excessive, and and sure, if the fat toxin is very excessive, if it doesn't generate the internal wind, for some people it can generate the very serious constipation, very serious constipation. And it's very hard, like what we said in the symptom, what we will use the liver detox, like the people have the serious constipation. It's very hard. They have the strong desire to go to bathroom. They have the strong desire to go to bathroom. And also, but it is very, very hard. It's very hard. And from the beginning until the end, it is all hard, dry and hard. This kind of symptoms of constipation is what we use liver detox. What we use liver detox. And if the excessive fire toxin, because it could, it could, it could generate shaking. Uh-huh, and we use coming down. We make the body coming down. We make the fire toxin coming down. Okay, so we use coming down to explain the treatment rules for this kind of problems. For this kind of problems, and if the fire toxin is very excessive, and also and also and also it can make the internal wind, it can make the serious constipation, and also it can also make the headache, especially what we call migraine. migraine. It also can make this migraine. Sinus headache. Sinus very headache. Very, very strong. Huh? Very strong. And this kind of migraine is also from the excessive toxin headache. And also another thing is very serious acid reflux. Acid reflux. Acid reflux. That's a very serious acid reflux. It is also excessive fire toxin. It's attacking the stomach to go up. Even the bitter mouth, even the bitter mouth, especially very serious bitter mouth. We have explained what is bitter mouth, right? Acid reflux, bitter mouth. And to coming down this kind of fire toxin or to coming down the internal wind, the major formula we will use it is migraine pill. Migraine pill. It is migraine pill. Migraine pill to calm down the excessive fire toxin, which is from allergy. Yeah, when the internal wind happens, it is connected with allergy. Yes. Another thing, besides the migraine, right? There is another kind of uh, excessive fire toxin from allergy. It is attacking for the lungs. Especially when the people have very big angry and people will have cough, will have very dry cough. This is excessive fire toxin is attacking cough. So this kind of cough, we no need deal with the alveolar system. We need to deal with the allergy system to calming down this kind of fire toxin, and then the cough will gone also. This is another information. So the excessive fire toxin, it can attack your stomach to have the serious acid reflux. It can attack your head to make you have migraine, to make you have the very serious side headaches. Okay, it can generate the internal wind to make you shaking, to make your body shaking, to make your face shaking, huh? To make your tongue shaking, It can attack your colon or your kidney system or your alveolar system for colon, to make the very serious, constipation, very serious constipation. And the major formula for helping this, is migraine pill. Migraine pill is for calming down excessive fire toxin, for calming down the internal wind, which is from the excessive fire toxin. So it is the major formula we will use for migraine pill. And if the people have the constipation or store hard start only, or even with normal pulse, here, give me a second. Hot instruction combined with happy 40. Here should be with, not without. Sorry. Backstab. It should be with. Combined with happy 40. combined with happy 40, macron pill, calming down the excessive fire toxin, and it can combine with happy 40 for the people who have the constipation hard start only. Start only. What is constipating hard start only? Or the stool hard start only. This is just for the beginning. The beginning, your poop or your stool is very hard. It's very hard, and after that is all smooth, smooth. So this means it's the slight constipation. It's not serious constipation. And so combined with KB40, if the people with excessive fat toxin in their body, and but for their poops, for their stool, it is just hard start only. So for this kind of people, and or even normal pops, people, it could have the excessive fat toxin to attack the head, to attack their body, but this kind of people, it's possibly have the constipating hard start only, or even the poop is normal, because maybe that kind of fat toxin it doesn't attack the your colon at that time. At that time, for this kind of people, you need combined happy 40 to work on it, and combined with liver detox for constipation always very hard. This is constipation always very hard. Is the stool is always very hard from the beginning until the end. Look, this is the liver detox. So liver detox combined with magnesium pill can deal with this kind of excessive fat toxin. Okay, and also for the acute ear infection. Sometimes the people if they get angry very very often, or they get big angry, and this kind of excessive fire energy will be generated. And this kind of excessive fire toxin, it can attack the lungs to make you have cough. It can attack your kidney system to make you have the ear infection. Especially this kind of ear infection is acute. It's like emergency. It just happened today or tomorrow or today or yesterday, right? It's not chronic. And with this, the liver detox combined with the migraine pill can help this, can help this, can help the excessive fire toxin to be cleaned, to be cleaned. Sure. If the people have constipation always, generally when we use the migraine pill, when we use the migraine pill combined with the liver detox, also we like to combine with renal water to renal water pill to make the kidney system water in more, to help the constipation come out. And also because the constipation is very very hard, the stool is very hard. Also our habit is we combine with blood detox. Combine with blood detox. The blood detox to clean the heart, also. but but the migraine pill is the major formula, and it can combine with liver detox for people who have very hard constipation, and also combine with water pill, combine with blood detox to help. So this 1, 2, 3, 4 is working faster for this. So this is about excessive fire toxin, and next we will see the cold vomit. The cold vomit is like the fire energy low replenish it. It's almost the same thing. But we mentioned this for you to generate, to create, to create the idea, to create the idea, or to create a habit for you to use the property, of the stuff to deal with the problem's properties. Yeah, like cold vomit. The cold vomit. Like rhino fire to warm all of the body strongly. So rhino fire pill, the property is hot. The rhino fire hot property will warm your body, will remove the cold from your body, will work on your cold problems with the hot to remove cold, with the hot to cancel the cold, with the hot to balance the cold, to balance the cold, to balance the cold. And the purpose is to make your body fire energy and water energy is in a balance level. If your fire energy and the water energy is in balance level, and then your body will be healthy, will be healthy. You cannot remove the water energy. You cannot remove the fire energy completely from body, and then you will only have the water energy and the fire energy in the body. That is not life. That life will not exist in the universe, or no, in the world. So it must have balance. You cannot remove. You cannot remove the any side of the energy to make your body only have one kind of energy. That will not the life. Even for the society, and you cannot remove enemies. You cannot remove the evils completely. Evils, evils and the good, the evils and the evil and God, and good and bad, and strong and weak, and high and low, and hot and cold, warm and cool. So everything exists together. People always want to remove the evil, but evil always there, always existing in the whole world. You have to admit this kind of fact. And also the evil and God will make balance. Will also make a balance. So what I mean is the balance is the key for the world. The balance is the key for your body. The balance is the key for your family. The balance is the key for your work. Even when you work in a company, you do not like that kind of person, or you think that person is bad for you, or you think that person is evil for you, but you cannot remove it. Even you remove it from this office, and it will work in our office. It's still working in this world. So the very important thing is we should learn with broadly the mandate to hold everything, to hold everything. Everything has good side and bad side. Nothing just one side. Nothing. Nothing in the world is just one side. Even for the virus, right? The virus is bad. Yes, it's bad. But it will help you to build up your immune system. If your immune system is not strong, if your immune system is not uh, is not uh, is not so good, even though you do not be affected by this kind of virus, and also your body will have another problems, yeah, another kind of uh, you have another problems because. So what I mean is balance is very important. Renal fire pill to warm our body strongly. Strongly means this formula, it is strong power for warming the body because it is hot formula. And this hot formula, when the formula it is very strong, and when this formula adjusted the cold toxin or replenished the fine energy of your body, and then you should reduce the dosage of it and or stop it. And this is for security. This is for safe. For safe. General nature. General nature to warm keep it peaceful. Peaceful. So the renal fire is hot. So the renal nature is neutral. We can see it's neutral or a little warm. Neutral or little warm. And renal nature, the renal nature is used for replenish. It's used for replenishing your KB water energy and fire energy. And for the fire energy, it can warm your KB peacefully. Sure, it can replenish your water energy also, but the renal nature is less power than renal fire pill, and the renal nature can be taken by everybody for maintenance your KB energy because it is peaceful. It is peacefully replenishing the KB fire energy, and also it is peacefully for replenishing the KB water energy peacefully. So this kind of peaceful or neutral formulas, and it is very safe, and also it can be used by everybody or every man. It's like Mrs. Balance also. Yeah, look, Mrs. Balance is here. Generally, nature we designed for the male, and the mixed balance we designed for the female. Like in fact, these two products is almost in the same level in the system for helping people. So nature to warm the KB peacefully. This means this formula is peaceful. In the later on, when we explaining the products, the formulas, the formulas. We will classify what kind of property of this kind of formula it is, and also what is the power it is. If we mention like this formula is strong power, and you must be very careful to use it. You must be very careful to use it because even like it's a strong power for the fire. It's very easy to make your body to be hyper, hyper. So you use the renal fire pill to hot. Um, to make your body hot. And you're balanced, you should stop it. How you can tell it is balanced or not? According to body changes, according to the symptoms. So that is why we need ask the people to just 5 days or 1 week or the 10 days the treatment period health plan. And we cannot make the plan very long like other company. Like other company, when they sell the natural formulas, when they sell the natural products, they ask the people to take 6 months and 1 year, just 2 years, 3 years with just my formula. But we don't. We are doing the individualization house. 5 days, 10 days, or 7 days, or 10 days. It does this. With this, according to the people's body changes, we adjust the formulas. And for you to have this kind of ability, that is why we are doing the training here. That is why you need to understand, you need to learn, you need to master the what our system working, how our system working, and then you can do individualization. Otherwise, if you like working in other natural companies, this product is for this. Okay, you just sell it all over, all over. No, do not like that way. Stomach Plus, it can replenish SS water energy and it can replenish SS fire energy. The Stomach Plus can work the SS system peacefully because it's the peaceful product. And also the Stomach Plus can be taken by everybody for maintenance the body. So Mrs. Balance also is very good formula for the females for the period of the females. It is very good. It can be taken by every females. Whosoever you are old or you are young, whosoever you have this problem or that kind of problems, and Mrs. Balance is very good for maintenance of your body. But it can work. It can also cool because it give you what the fire energy and it give you the water energy. And also, in fact, this formula is a balance. It's a balance itself. It's a balance itself. This formula, this formula is a balance itself. Itself. So it's like this touchy balance ball. And when you take it, it's like you are taking a touchy balance ball in your body. And when this kind of ball goes in your body, it will balance your body also peacefully. Peacefully. Like a real fire pill is hot, yes, But as I told you, as I said, nothing just one, nothing just fire energy, nothing just water energy. We see the renal fire pure is hot, is for fire energy, that is focus. But in fact, for renal fire, it's something like this. If this is fire energy, if this empty is water energy, and for the renal fire pure, it's property like this, like this. So it is not a balanced ball. It is not a balanced ball for renal fire. It focuses on the hot. It has more hot, but the water is there also. The water is there also. It can only just hot. Nothing can do that. Nothing have just one side. Fire is mostly is we can see maybe 70%. 70% is fire. The 30% is the water property of the fire. But it is not 100% fire. If the long fire pure, we updated some formulas to warm the LL peacefully. In fact, the renal fire can warm the LL also. But for the LL, if LL is cold, we updated the formula for long fire pure. We will get this kind of new formula very soon. Before long fire pure, is only used for stopping your sweating. You're very easily sweating. Before, the long fire is doing that for stopping. If the people have very easy sweating, always, all the time, all of the body, that means their LL5 unity is low, and for that, the long fire pure will stop that. But for the coding side, for some other things, we need the fire unity also. We designed the long fire pure. For all of the LL system is cold. And for the easily sweating, only that kind of problems, we renamed the product. It is called Sweat Stop. We use the long fire pure formulas to be. We use the old long fire pure formula for these products, the Sweat Stop pure. And the long fire pure, we updated to another formulas. For this information, we were updating the new book in the third version. But right now we explain. You can have an idea about that. But for before the new long fire pure is coming out, the old one, long fire pure, still is just for stop the sweat. Remember this, okay? And so for long fire pure, very strong to warm the lungs. Here, another information I need to change. We designed because right now we're talking about new long fire pure. So the old one, it is peaceful, but the new one, it is not peaceful anymore. It is very strong. Code warming, yes. It should be strong. It should be strongly. Yes, strong. So the long fire pure, the new one, okay? The old one still, the old formulas, right now, every warehouse has long fire pure is for stop the sweating, okay? Stop the sweating all over, something like that. But right now we're talking long fire pure, it's going to warm the LL system strongly. It is for new one, okay? The new one, we will make the difference. We will tell our people what is new, what is old. And long fire pure and the renal fire pure, as I said, it is very strong to replenish your body fire unity, but it cannot only fire. The fire here, and still the partial water immunity is here. For the renal nature, stomach plus and the message balance, it is like the balanced teddy ball, okay? It's like balanced teddy ball. It's good. It can be taken by everybody. Let's go to next. Go to next. Hot coded. Hot coded. In fact, and we explained that this is like when the people have very serious constipation, the fire toxin is very excessive, and the major products we formula we use is blood detox for that, for the hot dampness. Oh no, hot toxin. If the body is very hot, it's very hot, it's very hot, and the blood detox to coat the body with hot flashes, etc. Especially people with hot flashes, hot flashes, hot flashes. Sure. So for the people who have hot flashes, have hot flashes, have hot flash. You know what is hot flashes, right? Hot flashes is people feel body hot. People feel body hot, but if you use uh, that's called what? Let me check. You feel you feel hot, but the temperature is not high. Okay, we explain it like this. The hot flashes is you feel hot. You feel hot on the face, something like this, right? But the temperature is not high. The temperature is not high. This is called hot flashes. The hot flashes, the blood detox is the major formula focus on. Focus on. But because the blood detox is cold properties, when the people have the fat excessive, to have the weight, to have the strong strong serious acid reflux, to have strong headaches, to have the very serious constipations, something like that. For when using migraine pill, when using liver detox, you combine with the blood detox to help. Combine is what? When we mention combine, like okay, for the problem is A, okay, the major formula is B, right? Combine with C and D. So the B is the major formula, and C and D is for helping B to work. When helping the B to work, generally the property will be same as this one, all the similar. It's like when the people have hot flashes, we use the blood detox as a major formula B, and with combined with renal water pill if the keep water in low, fat toxin high, and you combine the renal water pill C. Renal water pill C will help the B to work for the hot flashes, for reducing the hot toxin, and combine the Ruby Plus. If all of the body itching, when the hot toxin is too much, in your blood, it can make a lot of itchy body. In fact, that is hot toxin is making the problems. And when we're using the body tox, and there is the thing for what? Itching is a small pain. Itching is a small pain. It's a little pain. It's a small pain. There's a thing. So since it is a little pain, this is also connected with circulation problems. So combine with Ruby Plus to improve circulation, so the itchy can be easily to be gone. When the circulation is good, rapid to be taken away, the itchy will also be reduced. So combine Ruby Plus. When combined, this is not major formula, and this formula is helping the blood detox to work. You understand? Major formula is the focus. Is this formula focus? It's like migraine pill to coming down the migraine pill to come down the excessive fat toxin, or to come down the internal vein. That is the migraine pill focus. The blood detox focus, the renal water focus is what? Liver plus is focus for what? Focus on circulation. And the liver detox is focus for what? So every formula we decide at the focus. We can see the focus, and sometimes you need to combine with B, C, D, E, F. No, maximum 5 products we can use. Maximum. Later we will explain the usage of the formulas. Okay, for the next. Next, close open it. For this, it's a new information. It's a new information, okay? And this information we will put into the third version of the book. We have already printed second version of the book, and we will print the third version of the book with some new information in Heart for Natural Health system. What is closed open? Is closed and open is a couple, right? It's opposite, it's couple. You know, when your body should close, but it doesn't close, it's a problem. When your body should open, but your body doesn't open, it's also problems. So close and open, this is also very common words to describe the opposite parties, opposite solutions, opposite situations of the body. It's also very easy to understand. Like sweating, like sweating pill, as I said, sweating pill to open LL. You know, sweating, the skin is connected with LL system. Sweating pill to open LL system for people who have no sweating. Sweating is for what? Sweating is one kind of very important way for a body to detox. The sweat can make your body balance. If it is a time for you to sweat, I'll give you an example. If you work too much, you work a lot, right? When you work a lot, whatever as labor, especially as labor, you work a lot, and your body generated a lot of rubbish. And also, when your body is working too much, and your body generated a lot of hot toxin also. And this, in fact, too much works, it will generate a lot of hot toxins. It will generate a lot of rubbishes. And when your body generates this kind of rubbishes or all the hot toxins, and it can by the sweating to detox it out, but your body doesn't sweat. There is some people like this, no sweat. Even when you work hard, your skin is very tight, it's closed. For these kind of people, we need to open it. We need to open the hair holes. We need to open the pores. The pores is the hole as hair holes. So to make you sweating. Even though when the temperature is high, like in the desert places, you know, Arizona is desert places. Right now, the weather is becoming more and more hot, and the temperature is more high, and more dry. The weather. In this kind of weather, if like right now, I'm going outside, so temperature is very high, and also my skin should sweat. Sweat for what? Because the outside is very hot. It will make your body inside also very hot too. When your body is very hot, this means your fire energy is increased, and your water energy is low. And this way will make your water and fire energy in your body not balanced. When it is not balanced, your body have to sweat to trying to make your body fire energy and water energy balance. But in the hot weather, your skin closed. These are the problems. If the people no sweating, their body, a lot of toxins will not come out, especially for their lungs. And those kind of toxins will keep in your body to poison you, and the body will have more and more other problems. So for the people no sweating, no sweating. We need to open it. We need to open it. Open it by what? By sweating pill. By sweating pill. Even another thing, sweating pill. In fact, sweating pill, it is the flu formulas. You know, when the people catching flu, especially they catch the cold. I need to explain. Especially they catch the wind. They catch the wind toxin and the cold. If this kind of flu, if these the people catch wind and cold flu, and people no sweating, people starting to have headache, people starting to have the blocked nose, people starting to have a fever, You know the wind and cold, how to invade your body. It invade your body by the skin, by your skin hair hose, It's invade your body. You know when the people have the flu, right? Especially like the wind, cold flu, and people were starting to have they feel at the beginning they will feel very tight of the neck, of the back. They will feel very tight, and also for this kind of parts of the body, okay. And then you will start to have a headache. Then you will start to have a fever. The fever, what is the fever? We have explained before. The fever is your body soldiers fighting with this kind of fighting with this kind of wind and cold toxins. They want to fight it out. We don't fight it out. If it is wind and cold, catch you, and you will have no sweat because the cold will close your pores. After the immediate, they close the pores, and then this kind of toxins will in your body to make problems. For this kind of problems, you can use sweating pill also. Sweating pill will make you sweat when your body, in fact, sweating pill will help your body soldiers, will help your immune system, your immune systems to fight against this kind of wind and cold toxin, the flu toxin out of your body by what? By the hair hose. If you're sweating, if the sweating pill, you take it and it makes you sweating, and at that time, the toxin will come out. After come out, then you have to stop. Before we advise what? Before we advise using the ginger tea, like strong ginger tea. When you at the first day of your flu, of your catching flu, you use very strong ginger tea because it's very hot, and you take it and then cover your body by the quilt, make you sweat. When sweating, and your flu is gone. Your flu will be gone generally. But sure, if the second day, third day, the wind and cold toxins already invaded your body, you're still using the ginger and the tea or even the sweating pill, and it cannot stop it. It just once the wind and cold invaded your body from the second day, third day, and it will finish itself as its own process. It cannot stop it in the middle. It cannot generally. So the first day is very important. You can use ginger tea or you can use sweating pill to make you sweating. And the sweating and the toxin will come out. When it come out, the flu stopped. So this is for about flu. For the cold, wind and cold flu, you can use the sweating pill for that. You can also use the ginger tea. But for the people who have no sweat, always, all the time, so many years, and some people see, I never sweat. Oh my God, this is a problem. A lot of toxins will keep you in body to poison you. Prostate care to open kidney system for people who have no urination. When we see the no urination, you will see like kidney failure, right? Yeah, remember, we do not talk about disease. We talk about symptoms. This is very important for us. We talk the symptoms. We do not talk disease. If no urination, the prostate care can help for that. Can help. But if the no urination is from the stool blocked, or the tumor blocked. Uh, that is not prostate care can do. Oh no, no. If stones, yes, but it cannot be right away. It needs some longer time. And if you have that kind of emergency, and you should go to hospital to deal with it. To deal with it. To deal with it. Sure, if the stone is there, you should move the stone away. And if tumor blocked your urination system, you should, you know. But prostate care to open KB system for people who have no urination. The prostate care can make your urine more smooth, more smooth. And sure, it can clean for definitely toxin. Yes, liver detox to open LL for people who cannot do POPs. You know, we talk things another way. Remember, it's interesting. So we see close opened. We can take all the problems like close to open it. Yeah, like the sweating we talked, like the urination we talked, and also for poop. The poop if it's closed, it cannot come out. It's very serious. Remember, it is hard from the beginning until the end. In order to solve, the kiss. I always want to remember that kind of kiss. People do not go to bathroom. You cannot just tell, depending on the people tell you, oh, hi Tom, I cannot go bathroom. I have no desire to go to bathroom. I cannot go to bathroom for weeks. 1 week, 2 weeks, I have no desire to go. I cannot go. I cannot do the number 2. You cannot just depend on this verse to use the liver detox. Remember this. That right, from that case, it is soft. When it comes out is soft, that means no power to push out. That one we should use opposite property formulas to the liver detox. We should replenish his fire energy. It's not destroy his fire energy. It's not reduce his fire energy. Fire toxin. So the liver detox to open LL for people who cannot do POPs. The stool from the beginning until the end, it is all hard. It is all hard. This is liver detox to use to open. In fact, in another way, liver detox can smooth the energy, can smooth energy, can smooth break. We can see, break the energy, break the energy stack. Blocked nose to open LL for people who have nose blocked. Remember this. So from this, for natural health system is more easy to use, more easy to use. Next, open, close it. Open, close it. If always open, it's the same thing. It's like the people always sweating, right? Always sweating before we use long fire pill, the old formula. Right now, for the later on, okay, when this kind of pill, when this kind of formulas is produced, okay, we will tell people. But anyway, this time the lesson is for new, it's for future, okay? Sweat stop pill to close LL for people who have always sweat. Always sweat is okay. Right now in this room, right? For me, I no sweat. Even I'm talking a lot. Okay, I have no sweating. But some other people come in, they're sitting down, they have a lot of sweat come out. For this one, we can use sweat stop pill before it is long fire pill. For later on, once the sweat stop pill you have, and then you have the long fire pill also. At that time, that long fire pill and sweat pill is new. Okay, it's new. So sweat stop pill to close LL for people who always sweat. Ruby Plus to close wounds for people who have wounds always open, like wounds hardly to be healed. That is a great problem, right? And the Ruby Plus can close for that. I tell you another small technicians, small skills. If your wounds It's not closed. It's not closed, right? Or if you have the new wounds have a lot of bleeding come out. So very quick way to close it. I'm talking very quick way to close it. What? Cut your hair. Cut your hair, right? And then use the lighter to burn it. So ashes, your hair, ashes. You can try anyway. Your hair, ashes, cover it up. The bleeding will stop. The bleeding will stop. All the wounds, at least we will stop bleeding out. So this is the small skills for tell you. So remember to cut your hair, and then use the lighter to burn it, and ashes to cover it up. The bleeding will stop. Okay, this is another thing. Genotherapy to close KB system. Genotherapy to close KB system for people who have watery diarrhea. Watery diarrhea, this is the airway system, the colon cannot close, and it make poops like water spray, and then Renifer pill can close it, can close it. There is another kind of small skills for closing this also. For closing this, the garlic, the garlic, you burn it. You cannot burn it, and you cannot burn the garlic like a carbon. Burn it until it's yellow. Take it. Take that kind of garlic. It also can help for this kind of watery diarrhea. But in Health Natural Health System, Renifer pill to close TB for people who have watery diarrhea. Maximum to close TB for people who have PE or frequent urination. This kind of frequent urination, it is not the frequent urination. People have heart definitely toxin. It is just a frequent urination. It's PP too much. It PP too much. And Maximum can help for that. And also people have this, they cannot control the sperm. Sperm always come out itself without knowing it. And this Maximum can help for that. Another way is Maximum can improve the quality of your sperm. Yes. I think that's all. Yeah, that's all. For the treatment rules of course the natural health system, I think they're now finished. I think maybe it for many people you think it is very interesting. Yeah, but master it, use it, master it, and remember it, master it, and use it, practice it. Practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. Remember the June 1st, about 10 days later, we will have the online examination for all of the people who are ready. So before that, we will finish the lessons. And also, I hope the people can keep checking the information, what we have done before, whatever the video, whatever the articles, trying to remember it. Because the examination for online, 80 scores required to pass. 100 scores totally. And 100 scores totally, and 80 scores is required for pass. And the time is for 90 minutes. And we will publish that kind of examination page on website, and we can set up from 1 o'clock to 2:30 o'clock, and then we will delete that kind of page. Before that, if you can submit the test, then you submit. You cannot submit the test, you will have to wait until next time. Okay, anyway, thank you everybody. We pray this virus will pass as soon as possible. We pray all of the world people have better health and better wealth. Thank you.